hope everyone is doing good. This is Yasser from the Game Guru team, and today I'll be talking about the GEURO project. A lot of you have been requesting a video about the project, so we'll take some time today to speak about the concept behind it, but also I will take some time to explain the technical aspect and the the main new things that we are pushing regarding the GEURO project. So I think a lot of you have taken the time to read the white paper. GEURO is basically a new generation of stable tokens. For In this case, GEURO will be pegged to the euro, and using by leveraging chain link oracles and a different technical approach. GEURO tries to provide a new type of store of values, a decentralized store of value that is not linked to CeFi, uh, like like in the traditional stable coins, and this is something that we're trying to solve. So a lot of the traditional stable coins are designed to maintain value by pegging them to a reserve of assets. Those assets are either fiat currencies or bonds or debts to other companies. So those backed assets are in the CeFi sector. So that's what we're trying to resolve. And a lot of you know that from the USDC DPEG. So what happens is that USDC is managed by a company called Circle, and they had their backed assets in a Silvergate bank, and lately that bank had they collapsed. So we're trying to avoid that link between the CeFi and DeFi. So instead of relying on centralized assets on CeFi, the GEURO projects rely on backed assets within its smart contract. So the assets that backs GEURO is BNB that is stored within within the contract of it. So that's what we're trying to solve. So traditional stablecoins have a bank collapse risk since their backed assets are in stored in bank accounts, and those banks can have a risk of failure. There's also the lack of transparency. A lot of these companies behind the traditional stablecoins, they do not have transparent audits. So unlike GEURO, you can simply go to BAC scan. For example, you can type GEURO. You can go to the contract address, and you can see that there is BNB. There's a BNB balance within the smart contract, and this BNB is the liquidity that backs the GEURO. So yeah, there's a lot of other problems such as the regulatory problem, but also high withdrawal minimums. So for example, if we take the USDT, it is managed by the company Tether, and if you want to redeem your USDT in their website, you need to have at least $1,000, which is a very high withdrawal minimum, and it makes access to redeeming to a very restricted amount of people. So a lot of retail investors do not reach that amount. So I think the GEURO project solves all of these problems. and this is the main idea behind it. And so yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make stable coins more decentralized and more independent of the traditional financial sector. So I think this is the main idea. I'll be talking a little bit about the technical aspect. So the GEURO token is a Binance Smart Chain token. It is a zero tax. There is a lot, unlike normal BAP 20 tokens, the GEURO have a different and a lot of technicalities within its smart contracts. We have different functions that we will be talking about. So in order to do that, I will go to the contract on BSC scan. You can go here and you can see the contract right here. So this is the contract code. You can, if you have some basics knowledge about Solidity, please feel free to go and read the code. You will understand much more the, the concept behind it if you understand the technical aspect. But if not, you can read the audit or you can read the white paper, and you can also watch this video as I will be explaining a lot of the technicalities in this one. So yeah, so so as you can see here, there's a lot of functions. So there's, first of all, there's the mint functions, which is the buy function here. So the mint function allows users to mint GEURO tokens, and this is an important functions. So as a lot of you guys have been asking if we are minting GEUROs. So first of all, the and let's go back to the contract code, as you can see, and we can search for we can search here for mint. You can see that the only function with the mint property is the buy function, and you can see here this is just commenting. And if you go back, so yeah, so the only function in the contract with the ability to mint tokens is the buy function, and the buy function is not a function that is operated by the owner. You can see here that it is a public function. So the function, the only function that is responsible for minting the new tokens is the buy function, and the buy function is not operated by the owner. It is public functions, and it can only mint tokens if you provide BNB collateral. And so you can see that is you can see the function here with the property payable. That means you need to provide a BNB collateral in order to mint new tokens. So yeah. So regarding this specific CMC error or warning, it is incorrect. We have contacted CMC, CoinMarketCap support, and they will check the contract code and they will remove it. So yeah, so this is false. We cannot mint additional tokens. In fact, well, it's technically true since anyone can mint tokens, but even us, if we needed to mint the tokens, we will need to provide a BNB collateral, and that BNB collateral will be going to the liquidity of the smart contract. And this balance, we cannot withdraw it under any circumstances. So yeah, the only way of getting this balance, if you already have GEUROs, and then you can use the redeem function, and this is the second function we will be talking about. So I will go back to write contract, and you can see here the redeem function. So this is the redeem function. You can put the amount that you would like to redeem of GEUROs, and it will give you an equivalent value in BNB, and that equivalent value is calculated with the chain link oracles. So the chain link oracles are fetching the prices, are fetching the BNB USD trading pair and the USD Euro trading pair, and it allows the smart contract then to calculate. Let me go back to the code so you can see it. So this is the chain link oracle of the BNB USD pair, and this is chain link oracle of the Euro USD pair. So it allow us to calculate the BNB Euro trading pair, since we cannot fetch the BNB Euro directly from Chainlink, as they are not offering it. So there's a calculation happening to get the BNB Euro trading pair. So yeah, so of course, once we reach the peg and we unpause the functions, you will be able to mint a GEURO by providing BNB, and you can redeem also your GEUROs for an equivalent value of BNB at the with the Euro trading price. The redeem all is basically the redeem function, but it allows you to redeem all the balance that you have of GEuros. So a lot of you have been asking me, how do you interact with smart contract? Actually, it is very easy. You can interact directly on BSC scan. Let me redo the process. You just search for the GEURO to contract. Right here it ends with 904, so you can avoid any fake smart contracts. You go here, then you click on contract, and you click on write contract, and then you connect your wallet here, connect to Web3. If you're using MetaMask, you connect to your MetaMask. If you're using Trust Wallet or other wallet that have the Wallet Connect protocol, then you click on Wallet Connect. I'll be using MetaMask, and once I click OK, you can see here the wallet, and you can see here that I'm connected. And now you can once we unpause the functions and we reach the peg rate, you can mint GEUROs by clicking. For example, if you want to mint, if you want to exchange one BNB for the equivalent value in euros, you can put one BNB and you click on write, and then you will have the message appear in your wallet like this, and you can then validate it, and you will have the equivalent value in GEUROs. Once again, if you have GEUROs and you don't want to redeem them for BNB in equivalent values of euros, you will click on redeem all if you want to redeem all your balance, or you can click on redeem and you can put the amount that you would like to redeem on. So this is the interacting with the smart contracts is very easy. Once we have the DApp, then you will be doing that directly on our DApp. But right now you can interact with the smart contract, but directly by using BAC scan. So in this at this moment, only one function will be working, which is the which is the let me find which is the emergency withdrawal, and I will be explaining the objective behind this function. So right now the other functions aside from the emergency withdrawal are not working since they are paused, and they will be unpaused as soon as we reach the pick rate, which is €1 equals 1 GEURO. So yeah, so that's the mint and redeem function, which are the main functions of the smart contract. We have some functions that are only available to us as the contract owner, which is the updating the price feed in case the chain link oracles are not working, or they have a new address, we can update them. And there's the redeem all, which is to redeem, but you redeem all your balance. The pause unpause, which allow us to pause the functions until we reach the peg rate, and then unpause them. And then we have the emergency withdrawal, and this is a very important functions, and a lot of you do not understand the main objective behind it. And right now it is working. So with this will allow us, so the main objective, there is two objectives behind this functions, but the main one is it allows us to activate a certain emergency mode that will, in case the chain link oracles are not working, we could we can put a manual exchange rate in the smart contract, and users can redeem using that manual emergency exchange rate using the emergency withdrawal. So right now we have activated the emergency mode, and so the emergency withdrawal function is working, and it will allow you to redeem GEUROs at the manual emergency exchanges where you can see here in you can see it here. So the emergency exchange rate currently is 2,500, which is less than the pre-sale rate. So this will allow us to stabilize the price, or we can say put a minimum on the trading price. So so the pre-sale rate was 3,000 GEUROs for one BNB. The emergency exchange rate is less by 500. So that will put a stability on the price, and it will allow GEURO to trade only at a price that exceeds that exceed the pre-sale rate, and it will stabilize the price by doing arbitrage. So right now you can see that there is some arbitrage to be done, and a lot of you guys do not know the how to interact with the function, so I'll be showing you. For example, you can see here that right now you can get one BNB for 2,800, which is less than the exchange rate. So if you are buying right now, there is some arbitrage to be done. If you are buying from PancakeSwap, you can buy from PancakeSwap, and you can sell those tokens with the emergency withdrawal, and you will be making a profit. So this as soon as a lot of users are doing arbitrage, this will stabilize the price and put a minimum on it, and that minimum being the emergency withdrawal rate, and that the liquidity that we have put here will be able to finance that arbitrage. So yeah, so I'll be showing you. So right now, if you can see it, so the emergency exchange rate is is 2,500, and the trading price on PancakeSwap is 2,800. So I'll be making a bit of profits by doing arbitrage. So let's see. I can, for example, buy 0.05. As you can see my balance here, I have around 0.1. So I'll be purchasing 50% of that amount in GEUROs, and you can see here I will be doing some arbitrage. So yeah, let's do it. I will buy 141. Yeah, so let's buy this. So I had yeah, I had zero GEURO, as you can see here. Now I will have around 142. Yeah, let's refresh. So yeah, so as you can see here it is. So right now I will be doing the process again. I'll go to BSC scan, go to the GEURO, go interact with the smart contract here, contract, write contract, and then connect to Web3 and connect my MetaMask. Okay, I'm connected. So I'll be emergency withdrawing all, using this function to redeem the GEUROs that I have for BNB. So as you can see here, I have less BNB than what I had, because I bought some GEUROs, and I will do the emergency withdrawal. Interact with the function, click OK, and it's done. So right now what I did, I did some arbitrage. So let's see. I should have received, and you can see that now have more than what I had at the beginning. So I had 0 1 0 0 1, and now I have 0 1 0 6. So I made some few dollars on that trade, and this arbitrage will help keep the price above the pre-sale rate, since the pre-sale rate is was 3,000 euros per BNB, but the emergency rate is less, and it is as you can see here, if you click on read contract, it is set right now at 2,500. And this arbitrage is what will stabilize the price once we reach the peak. This is a small example, but after we reach the peak and we impose the mint, which is the buy and the redeem functions, then the liquidity in the smart contract will help stabilize the price with arbitrage happening uh, between the transaction happening within the by interaction with the smart contract, with the mint and redeem functions, and with the buys and sells that are happening on DX like PancakeSwap or on centralized exchanges once we will be listed there. So this is the example of the of the of the technical of the, side of the of the project, and this is very similar to what's happening in traditional stablecoins, but in a decentralized manner. So what's happening on? Let me take an example of a traditional stablecoin. For example, let's uh, let's take the example of USDC. So right now USDC is under the peg, little, yeah, very slightly less than the peg rate, and so people could do some arbitrage. They could buy at this amount. They could buy they could buy USDC and then redeem it by going to their website and redeeming the USDC for a $1. And that's what's pushed the value to $1. Since a lot of people are doing that, there's some arbitrage happening, and that phenomenon is what's stabilizing the price, because you can also, even if you bought USDC in PancakeSwap for $0.5, you could always get $1 if you go to USDC and redeem it. The problem with those traditional stablecoins is that there is high withdrawal minimums. That means you can only redeem if you have $1,000, 100, yeah, $1,000, 100k. I'm sorry, 100k dollars. So even for other traditional stablecoins like USDT, you need to have a high amount in order to redeem directly with Tether. So this is the problem we're trying to solve. We're trying to solve also the lack of transparency. Not a lot of companies behind traditional stablecoins are sharing their exact funds. So in our case, you can always go to BSC scan, and you can check the smart contract balance right here. As you can see, it, for example, we have 60k 16k. So that's a lot of things that we are trying to solve with the GEURO project. And also there's the bank collapse risk. You know that whatever happens, this balance is always gonna be on the smart contract. The smart contract will not have a bank collapse. The BNB is in the smart contract, so there's no risk of bank collapse. Unlike traditional stablecoins, they can be 100% or even 120% backed, but if their holdings are in a bank and that bank collapses, then you will lose your money, and the USDC will the traditional stablecoins in question will lose value in time. So yeah, so I think this is the technical aspect. I'll be happy to answer more questions. So regarding the, like I said earlier, the trading prices are fetched through the Chainlink oracles, which is a very decentralized protocol that allow us to get the trading prices. It is very secure because it operates on different nodes. So there's no chance of having an error value or because there's lots of nodes and the value is confirmed. So yeah, so I think this is the main things that I want to speak about today. I'll be happy to answer more questions on the group. There is some arbitrage to be done. So guys, I think I have explained how it works. So right now, like I said, let me go back to BC scan. The the, the currently the functions are paused or except for the emergency withdrawal. But once we reach the pick rate, we will unpause the contract and the buy and redeem functions will also work. Right now, the emergency withdrawal is working, so please do some arbitrage. This will allow us to stabilize the price and it will put a minimum at least of higher than the pre-sale rate, so we could stabilize the price at that value, and then we could increase gradually by doing aggressive marketing until we reach the peak rate, and then we can unpause the contract, and we can even then think about renouncing the contract to provide users more confidence in the project. So thank you for your time, and please, if you have any question, do not hesitate